And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Too Many Men. This is our 4th episode now. Joined with me today is Tony Pickenich, Tony the tech guy. We got John over there. And today we have a special guest, Jake Ursillo. Jake?
How we doing? That's our resident baseball guy here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The only one who
Our
actually pays
baseball
attention to
correspondent. But he knows other sports too. He knows more than John, so...
That's some bullshit right there, but, you know.
Sport off.
Marcus Mariota just threw one of the worst passes I've seen all season.
We also have the Titans game on right now.
With 10 seconds left in the first half? Yeah.
Yeah, Tony, didn't you pick the Jaguars to win this game?
I did. It's 13-2.
13-2.
This is way out of reach. This is prime Blake
This is
Bortles
way
coming
out
to
of
the
reach.
second half. I understand, but...
The Jaguars score approximately like 6 points a game.
Okay. This is prime Blake Bortles coming in the second half territory.
Oh, they're about
That
to score a
says 16
field goal.
now, so
Hang on.
they scored the field goal.
I guess they kicked it.
They're about to score a field goal.
Google is ahead of the NFL Network.
Oh, never mind. They
Fox
scored
Sports.
the field goal. Jesus. Boop.
So
And
16-2, that looks like it's going to be the score going into the half.
I mean, barring
This game is terrible.
This is a really bad game.
I don't know about that. I mean, do you see Xavier
I don't know
Henry?
about that? What? John?
Xavier Henry rushed for 99
Who
yards.
the hell is Xavier Henry?
Whatever the fuck his name is.
Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Xavier? Where did you get that name,
Damn it,
John?
John.
I don't know, man. I saw it on Bleacher Report.
You saw it on Bleacher Report. Xavier Henry. Intriguing.
You didn't see anything on Bleacher Report named Xavier Henry. So, John, give me your first half
me
thoughts
down.
here of the game.
Well, I picked the Titans, so this is going exactly as I expected. The Jaguars look awful like they looked all year. Their only points coming from a safety, to no surprise.
Telling you Blake Bortles in the second half.
You think?
I don't
Why
think
not?
so.
All right,
Who
what's
cares?
What's your prediction? Blake Bortles comes in. How many yards does he throw for?
At least 100.
At least?
Yeah. In a half? You can throw 100 and a half.
I mean, maybe. For
Although
a
Cody
Why can't
Kessler
you
had
just
25 yards at the quarter mark.
Are you saying 100 and a half yard?
Nope, 100 in a half.
So
In
150.
a half.
Oh, okay. You said and a half.
Nope, I didn't. I said in a
You
half.
said and a half.
We also
100 and a
have
half.
something to correct from last week's episode.
What's that?
There is another state with an I. It is
Yeah.
Iowa.
Tony's an
Iowa.
idiot.
Jake looks befuddled. It's because we thought there was only 3.
I didn't. I knew there was
What
was
were those
multiple
3?
states.
Idaho, Indiana, and Illinois. Just
I named them.
completely forgot about Iowa.
And then he's like, "Oh yeah, those are the only ones." And I'm like,
That's it?
I'm pretty sure there's more."
Well, turns
And
out there
then
was
he
one.
just made it stop. And then after the show, he looked it up, and lo and behold, you forgot an entire state.
Pretty irrelevant state.
It is, but you know what? We might have listeners there.
No
if we have any
disrespect to
listeners,
our fans and all.
Wait,
Iowa.
where?
Iowa.
Iowa?
Yeah, maybe.
Iowa,
Where?
we might.
Do you know a city in Iowa?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Well, there
Well,
goes.
What's the
Iowa's-
capital of Iowa?
That's Mikey, not me.
Oh, that's right. You're the president.
Right.
Fuck.
There's an Iowa city in Iowa.
Is there?
I think so.
Oh.
But there
Well,
goes
no
our Iowa
football
fan base.
teams, no baseball. Oh, there's a Eli Manning commercial on right
Okay.
now.
Well, this should conclude our Titans Jaguars coverage because this game is terrible and doesn't really deserve our time. And we apologize if anybody out there is a fan of either the Jaguars or the Titans. Your teams suck.
6-6, 4-8.
And if Titans fans are delusional enough to think they will make the playoffs,
We're delusional enough to believe the Giants are going to make the playoffs.
that's a good point. But I trust Eli Manning more than I trust Marcus Mariota.
Jake, are the Jets going to make the playoffs?
No.
Oh, see, Jake is
That's
not a
not
delusional fan.
Aren't they 3-9?
Yeah.
Sure. Something like that.
Well, you watched the Titans Jets game last week,
Yep.
right? Yeah. It was
Yep,
tough at the
I
end there.
watched it. That wasn't fun.
'Cause Marcus Mariota looking like Tom Brady leading that team down the field there with 40 seconds left to win the game.
They started off the game really well.
They did.
Pick
They had a
six.
lead. Oh. Didn't the Jets have a lead? The Jets had a lead at the
They were
end.
winning
No, they choked.
They were winning by a good amount.
Yeah.
We choked. Like always.
You're a Jets fan?
Unfortunately.
a few episodes ago, John, we asked him.
My Browns, he
yeah,
says.
yeah. We asked him.
I heard that one.
Yeah. Oh, John, did you watch the Browns game? Yeah, I caught some of it. No, you didn't. You were at the Jet game. You're a liar.
I saw it on freaking...
You thought what?
I saw it.
What?
I saw it on the TV.
What?
There's fucking TVs going in that arena.
I know there is.
Yeah.
But
Were you not in the stands?
I wasn't.
dude, there's TVs in the concourse when you walk
You were
around.
in the suite?
Yeah, bro.
What?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
that
John's
makes more
got
sense then.
money.
Yeah.
John doesn't
John,
have money.
share your money.
Listen, man. My dad's got friends in the radio and shit. WFAN.
Why don't you hook us up with them?
Why the hell would I hook
Get
you
our
up with them?
podcast on the
Because
radio.
John. All right,
Drop
John's
some names.
useless.
Drop some names.
Yeah,
John.
drop some names.
You can't just drop names like that on the radio.
You don't know any of them. That's why.
This isn't the radio, John. This is a podcast.
Is it Mike Francesa?
We can say fuck here.
I'm not at liberty to say that.
It's Mike Francesa, isn't it?
Maybe.
It's definitely not Mike Francesa.
I don't know who Mike Francesa
Oh,
is.
jeez.
Oh, come on, Trish. Anyway, Tony, what else is going on?
Well, I just want to conclude our Titans-Jags coverage. Does anybody think anything's going to change here in the second half?
Nope, Titans are going to win.
They'll go up more.
No.
All right, Titans should be 7-6
Titans are
after tonight.
smacking the
Jaguars
Jags.
going to fall to 4-9. And just as we say that, probably means the Jaguars are going to stage a major comeback, score 45 points in the second half. And
That'd
smack
be-
the
Who
Titans.
did the Jaguars beat in the playoffs last year?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They-
Blake Bortles threw for like
God.
350
Yeah,
yards.
that's-
That's wild.
Think about it. Last year's route to the Super Bowl for Tom Brady was Blake Bortles and Marcus Mariota.
Like, their defense isn't even good anymore.
No, Jalen Ramsey got way too full of himself.
Yeah.
I think that was most of that.
I mean, they still held the Colts to 0 points last week. Let's not forget that.
That game was just all around terrible.
The Colts were on a hot streak, too.
They were.
That happens.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Explain
think the
that one.
Texans are that good.
Really?
Have you seen who they on this winning streak? Have you seen the teams they played? It's been bad.
Dude,
They haven't
still,
played anybody.
it's 9 games.
Yeah, but they haven't played anybody. Like they're good.
Bring up
Like
their schedule.
I'm bringing up their schedule right now. And they beat Cleveland. They beat Denver.
They beat the Redskins. I mean, Alex Smith.
Are you really calling
Yeah.
the Redskins a good team
They
right
were
now?
a good
Like
team.
Nate,
They were until Alex
there's
Smith
no
got
like.
injured.
They had a winning record up until Alex Smith got Joe Theismann.
Look at this. Cowboys, Jaguars,
Yeah.
Broncos,
Gi-
Titans.
Giants beat them somehow. They barely beat the Colts too in overtime, and they barely beat the Bills and
Like
Dolphins. I think that was a Brock Osweiler game. So
they haven't
Yeah.
played anybody.
no, they haven't.
Fair point.
But
They started off 0-3. Who'd they lose to? The Patriots.
yeah,
The Giants.
and the Patriots.
They lost to the Titans
The Patriots didn't even play a good game that game, and then lost to the Giants.
and the Rams.
No, that was preseason.
Oh.
They started off 0-3, and to
The
finish off
Rams
the,
are also good.
to finish
though,
off the
right?
season,
That's what I'm saying.
they got the Colts, the Jets, the Eagles, and the Jags.
They could probably still win out.
They could go
They're
13.
gonna win.
They could go 13-3, and that might be good enough for a first round bye if San Diego and KC can kill each other in 2 weeks.
LA and KC. San
That's
Diego.
it. They're not San Diego anymore. I'm sorry, I don't recognize them as the Los Angeles Chargers.
Neither does LA, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna move it on over now. We're gonna take it to the Milkshake Minute,
Milkshake Minute, baby.
covering the
What?
most electric player in basketball, Shake Milton,
What is going
Hasn't
on with
played
Shake
2
Milton?
games.
formerly of the Delaware Bluecoats, now of the Philadelphia 76ers, because he got called up to the NBA team.
Great player. They're
He's-
resting him right now.
He's played 1 game.
They're resting him.
Oh, what a one game though that was. In 11 minutes, he had 2 field goals, 1 3, and 50% from the field, everyone. He took 4 shots and he made 2 of them.
Yeah,
That's efficiency.
3-point percentage of 50%.
That's Steph Curry numbers.
No, it's not. It's Shake Milton numbers.
Oh shit, yeah, you're
Because
right.
when you take 2, or when you take 4. No, he took 2 and he made 1 3-pointer, and he took 2 2-pointers and made 1.
That's skill.
No, it's not. He had finished with 5 points,
In 11
2
minutes,
assists, a
Amazing.
steal, and a block.
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
he's a good
he's
player.
playing in the NBA, man.
He
against
is
real
going to
basketball
be
players.
the face of the NBA in
The NBA is
5 years.
It is garbage.
It's a garbage league. Same team always wins.
Yeah, we all know none of this
You know, I
matters.
said that to somebody the other day, and they're like, "Really, you're gonna say that as a Yankees fan?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They're like,
When was
for
the last
like
time the Yankees
20
won?
years, the Yankees were the only team that ever won.
What 20 years was that?
Yeah, I don't know. He was just saying that to me. I was very upset
Stop
by
kicking that.
it. I like kicking.
Who was this kid? Or
Not a kid. It was a guy. His name is Rich. I work with him.
What I'm curious to what 2
38.
decades he's talking about.
Listen, I couldn't
He's
tell
probably
you.
talking
Early
end of the 90s,
1900s.
early 1900s.
Nope.
They didn't win in the early 1900s.
No.
19, like 30, 40.
Whenever Ruth
They
was
might have
there,
picked
they
up
won a
there.
few.
Whenever
the
they
early
won,
1900s.
like they have like what 27.
Yep.
World Series wins. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, but that was like mid to late 1900s.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That's what he was talking about. I don't know.
Early 1900s was Red Sox.
But it's not like they won every year.
Yeah, no. I mean, there were years they went.
They got
They
that.
won like 3-4 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have the Pirates, the Cardinals threw some in there, the Reds,
Athletics.
the Athletics.
They got there
the
pretty
Red
easy.
Sox didn't then. But
No.
So the person you're talking to, how did we get off Shake Milton? What happened here?
NBA garbage.
Talking about how
league.
Right,
NBA
NBA's a
garbage.
garbage
Same
league.
team wins it every year.
But Shake
Trish
Milton-
works with a guy.
Yeah, that's usually how that
If
goes.
it's garbage, I mean, Shake's
Also,
gonna bring it back.
shout out to my dad who said LeBron James can't hit a free throw. His free throw percentage this season is 72%.
1%.
71%. Sorry.
You're acting like that's that bad.
That's not bad. That's a good.
Okay.
I'm saying he can hit free throws. My dad doesn't agree.
For him, that's pretty bad. Let's be honest.
I understand he's an all-star, but still. It's
If
not
you-
like he's hack-a-shack bad.
If you can average 30, like 6-something% from 3, you can shoot a free throw. I don't understand.
Nah, it's not the same, John.
I've
Why isn't
always
it the
said,
same?
and I will stand by it, if you can't hit a free throw and you're in the NBA, what are you doing?
Yeah, LeBron. Yeah,
What are you doing?
Are
Yourself.
you really calling out LeBron James right now?
I am calling LeBron James out.
Are you
LeBron
saying
James.
that if you're in the NBA, you should be able to do everything?
No, not everything.
No.
I'm saying if you're in the NBA, you should be able to hit a free
But
throw.
why specifically a free throw?
Because that's something you do all the time. If you get fouled, you're on the free throw line.
Not necessarily.
Most of the time.
Nope.
If it's an offensive foul, you're on the free throw line.
Only if you're in the act of shooting.
Exactly. Or the other team's in the bonus.
Still, it
you're in
happens
the
all the
bonus.
time. Happens all the time.
You're acting like every NBA player gets 20 free throws a game.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying they get 20 free throws a game. If they only get 5, they should hit all 5.
Yeah, but you got guys like Dwight Howard who like spend hours in the gym trying to shoot free throws, and they're like hitting hundreds of them in a row.
You're leaving no room
and
for
then
error.
they like average 60%
Listen,
for the
you
season.
should have at least like 80%. How about that? 80% from the free throw line.
So every 4 out of 5 free throws you should make.
Yes. It's not... I feel like I could get up on the free throw line
A free throw is not as easy as it sounds.
and
Yeah.
shoot
Especially
70%.
when you're in a
Are
stadium
we doing that?
of
Are we
I'll
doing
do it.
this?
with
I'll
the
do it. We'll
fucking
post it
thunder
on our
sticks going
YouTube
at the
channel.
game and shit too.
I bet you I could hit 70, at least 70%.
You
in
sh-
it, like
Give me,
just
give
normal
me,
free throws.
give me, yeah, give me
That's
a
different,
week
though.
of
Okay.
practice. All right,
In a
invite a
crowded-
whole bunch of people.
in a
I'll still
crowded
hit the same
arena.
fucking
All
amount.
right,
They're gonna be booing you.
we're gonna have
I don't
guys
care.
with the thunder sticks standing right behind the basket, just banging them.
Do it. Do it. We'll
You're
do
not- I
it
don't-
just.
you might make one.
I guarantee I make as long as I have a
70%
little
out
bit
of
to
what?
practice. I don't know. Let's
How
make
can you
it
guarantee
20
you don't
shots.
get the yips
Okay.
like Fultz?
20 shots. I'm gonna say you make maybe 3.
You think
Twenty-
I only make 3?
20
from the free
shots,
throw?
you got to make 14 of them? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
You're
think
gonna
you can do
make
it.
14 of
I think
them.
you
don't
make
think
3
I
of
could do
them.
it.
If
If I
you
have a
people
little bit
behind
of
the
time to
basket fucking
practice-
with you, they can say whatever they want.
That's fine. Say whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Go get naked like fans in the NBA do. Take
There-
your shirt
that
off and
doesn't
twirl it
happen.
around
That-
over your head.
That doesn't happen.
I've seen it
Where?
in some game. I
Pretty sure
forget
it's
which one I
illegal.
was watching.
I'm pretty sure it is too.
What are you saying?
Pretty sure that's illegal.
No,
Get naked.
no. Taking
an
the shirt
NBA
off.
game?
Taking the shirt
Oh.
off.
You can't take your shirt off at the free throw line, Tyler.
not the guy on the free throw line, John. People behind the free throw line. There was a whole
I still
thing.
don't think you're allowed to do that.
No, there was a
Definitely
whole
not.
thing. I think it was a college game where this guy
That might be
legit got like born in the background of the fucking free throw behind the basket. They had a guy come out with a big pregnant stomach, and he's sitting back there the whole game, and then someone comes up on the free throw, and he's like waving a fucking fan in his face and
What
stuff.
kind of college basketball game was it?
I don't remember, but then a
Like what?
dude pops up out from underneath this guy's dress, and, like without his shirt on, and like this weird crap on his head, and he's just like, "Ah!" and they said it's a boy. There was a whole banner behind it. It was
Are
really
you sure
funny.
this wasn't like I don't know, like Comedy Central or something?
No, I'm 100% sure this was a real
SNL.
game. No, this is a real game.
This
This is
wasn't
a real
just
game.
like a
Yeah,
really-
hold on. Give me someone's phone. Someone give me your phone. John, open that.
What? For what?
I'm gonna look it
He's
up.
gonna try to pull up the video, and that's just bad.
This is bad.
That's just bad
podcasting.
podcasting.
No, we would not do this.
John, give it to me.
We can't play a video on a podcast.
No,
All
it's
the
fine. I'm
listeners-
going to show you. It's not
John,
important.
I don't think we care.
Jake
How the
cares.
hell are we at
You know-
this point now?
All right,
You know,
all right, all
LeBron
right.
can't
So
shoot free throws.
next
Trish says he
podcast,
can.
not next
Distractions.
podcast. In 2 weeks, we will get into the Indian Hills High School gym. Hopefully,
Why can't we just do this and like
Oh, we know a guy with a key.
we do?
we do. So we'll go to Indian Hills.
You know him, Trish?
I think I do.
Drop a name.
Don't do
Don't
that.
don't drop names.
Zach Rogford.
Anyway, we'll go to the Indian Hills High School gym. We'll have someone stand behind the basket with thunder sticks and whatever
Like
you
multiple
want.
people.
Yeah,
We're gonna have
whatever you
music
want.
blasting
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Have a bunch of people play music, do whatever. I guess we're assuming I'm away here.
Yeah.
All right, it's
I
fine.
can't wait to hear the excuses after he doesn't make 70% of the shots.
I'm not an NBA player, but I guarantee I could make. I don't think I'm gonna make
What's your best
70,
estimate?
but I think I'm gonna make well more than 5.
I thought
Okay.
it was 70%.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you
All right,
can't
look,
just go
He
down
went from
that
I'm gonna
much.
make 70%.
saying.
It
So I
doesn't
don't know if I
matter
can
what
make
he says.
70%.
We already have it down.
Yeah,
we
no,
did.
we got
Yeah.
it. All right, I'll hit
70%.
14 to 20 shots.
Now, what if you don't do it? What if you don't
What
get it?
happens?
What
I don't
happens
know. What do
here?
you want? What do you want?
What do we
I
want?
want you to write a written apology
No,
letter to
that's
LeBron.
not good, John.
I'm not
LeBron
writing a written
James.
apology to
John, I'd
LeBron
rather
James.
have him like outside shirtless in the middle of a snowstorm.
That's
I mean-
fine. I'll do that.
Okay, but you have to write an apology to LeBron.
I'm not writing an apology.
Yeah, because
to
it's
LeBron.
really it's make or break for LeBron to get this apology right now.
Listen,
It
man, you
really
saw
is.
Steph respond to that little girl.
Oh, here's
on
that
Instagram.
99-yard
LeBron's gonna
run.
do the same thing.
What happened?
LeBron's gonna do the same thing, but for Trish, she's gonna respond to his letter.
Yeah, hit 70% of that. Want to spray cranberry?
Trish, what number does Shake Milton wear on the Sixers?
That's a good question.
It's just up there.
Yeah, what is it?
Put it back.
Nope. What is it?
Something in the 20s.
No, it was 18.
Ah, it was close. 2 off.
All right, well that's
Same
enough
amount
of the
rings
Shake
he'll have
Milton
at the end of
minute.
his career.
We're done. The
Alright,
NBA
The
sucks.
milkshake minute.
The
no, we're
milkshake
not done with the
going back
NBA.
to
We
the
haven't even
NBA.
talked about the NBA.
Yeah,
Still
we're
going
getting
on.
into the NBA now.
We were technically on the NBA with Shake Milton.
No, we weren't
complaining.
technically on the NBA. We were technically on you spewing garbage about NBA players.
There's no garbage being spewed here. Everything I've said is accurate.
Everything. All
If
right.
all you do every day is just shoot
That's-
basketballs the whole day. You're telling me you can't get out there and hit at least 70% of the shots you're throwing on from the free throw, where no one's even blocking you. It's just you and the ball and hitting the rim.
Listen,
Shaq, what was Shaq's all-time free throw percentage? I
I'm
think
not-
it was below 50, wasn't it?
You want me to look?
Sure.
Ay,
Just-
ay, ay.
You're really
You're
underestimating
really,
this,
you're
Trish.
really dying on this hill
Underestimating who?
The whole free throw thing.
Seems
I don't
like a
think
strange
so.
hill to die on.
tonight. You're really going all in on this.
I'm
You
very
understand
confident.
Shaq wasn't a sharpshooter, right?
If you're in the NBA and all you do is shoot, that's all you should be able to
Shaq
do.
doesn't.
Shaq doesn't shoot.
He goes
Shaq
in.
shot.
Not really.
No, not
He
really.
hit shots. Seen
Dude,
it.
his field goal percentage was like 60% for most of his career. He
What was
finished
it?
his
All
career
time.
with a 58%
All right,
shooting
look at
percentage.
him. Good.
So wait, after seeing he had a 58% shooting percentage for his career,
Right.
do you think his free throw percentage should have been any better?
I feel like it should have been a little better.
58%. Oh, no. 52%.
Yeah. Should be better than that.
But he's not a shooter.
I understand that.
Do you though? I don't think you do.
I do. But if Shaq can shoot 52% for his career, why can't people who actually shoot do better than that?
There are people who actually shoot who do better than that. Name a player.
Most
not gonna name
do
a player.
shoot better than
Most
that.
do shoot better. Than
I understand better than 52, but there are players who are shooters who don't get over 70%.
Name one.
I can't think of one.
Because there isn't one really.
Yes, there is.
Who?
I don't know any.
Just
Why are you talking about this then?
Trish sees a large black man on the free throw line and goes, "That's a shooter." Why
That's
aren't you making
racist.
shots? He could be
That is racist.
7'1",
Could be a large white guy.
285. That's a shooter. That's a point. That's a shooting guard right there. You should be making shots. What's going on?
Yeah, Zion Williamson's the next Steph Curry. You heard it here first from Trish.
Right. Trish, give me a player. Would you consider LeBron a pure sharpshooter?
No, he's everything. LeBron does everything.
Everything's LeBron.
Do you know anybody who's a pure sharpshooter?
I feel like Curry is.
Okay, what do you think his free throw percentage is?
I'm gonna guess 75, which is really low for someone like that.
That really?
I'd have to say he's higher, right? Than
It's much
75%.
higher
If
than
he's
that.
not, my point is proven.
No,
it's
your
in
point's
the
not
90s,
proven because there have been
guys.
hundreds of basketball players.
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean, yeah, okay?
Well,
Steph
Larry
Curry's
Bird's
job
free.
is literally to shoot the ball.
He's
He can shoot.
90%.
He's 90% for his
Yeah.
career?
Yes.
Good for him. As it should be. How's KD?
Do you think KD's a pure sharpshooter?
I feel like he is.
John?
He's a big man, but he shoots a lot.
Yeah, he's
John?
he's the scorer. Are we really gonna keep?
Yeah,
up
I
with
guess this is what this has turned into. We really went off the rails here.
This isn't my fault.
He's at 88%.
There you go. Good.
What do you mean, there you go?
Good.
I don't get your.
What did you try to
What is the
prove?
point
Good.
that you've proven here?
You've proved nothing in this whole... This was a very strange hill to die on for you.
I'm not dying on it. I'm going to still hit all the shots I said I was going to hit.
All right, listen.
Trish's going to go 14 for 20. That's his projection. Jake says he's going to make 3.
Yep.
John,
Who are we talking about?
Trish,
Trish?
out of 20 shots.
I think optimistic. Dre's optimistic.
Wow.
Wow. Thanks a lot, John.
I'm just saying, if people are screaming
5.
at you to miss,
5.
You make 5.
That hurts.
I've seen you shoot a basketball. It's literally the ugliest thing on the face of the earth.
I shoot it right at the rim.
That's not where you're supposed
There you
to
go.
shoot.
That's where I shoot it.
A little bit above the rim.
No, I shoot at the front rim.
Okay.
It goes in sometimes.
Tony,
Sometimes.
direct your attention back to the
How many
NBA
times
scores
out of
real
20?
quick. I gotta
I've
bring up
hit
something.
threes.
How many times out of 20?
I don't know. If we go to 3, I'm not going to hit any.
Trish.
I don't have a jump shot. I can't jump and shoot at the same time. It just doesn't happen.
Trish.
When I try, it just gets all messed up. It's just horrible.
Jumping for you is a challenge.
No, I can jump. I got credit card hops. All right. The fat guy hops.
Oh man.
Do you know what
Trish.
credit card hops are, Tony?
No, I don't. What are they, Trish?
When I jump, you could swipe a credit card underneath it.
Oh,
Credit
That was a
card hops.
bad joke.
that was bad. Listen,
It's true.
direct your attention to the screen, Trish. Look at
Oh,
your
God.
Cavaliers. Look
Yeah,
what's
let's go
become
to
of them.
yeah,
That
Trish.
finals rematch, Warriors
No.
Cavaliers.
Hey, they scored 105 against the Warriors.
They scored over 100.
Yeah.
What do?
They lost.
Yeah.
They lost.
Yeah, but they scored 105.
They lost.
I want you to bring up Steph Curry's stat line real quick.
It was just up. I gotta bring it up again?
No, from the game yesterday, not his career. I don't give a fuck about that.
It
Oh,
was
for the
also
game.
up. I
Did he
feel
play
like.
yesterday?
Yeah.
He's
course
back?
He's back.
I love
The stat
Steph
line,
Curry.
He's back.
Steph Curry is awesome.
Steph Curry yesterday, 42 points, 9 rebounds in 34 minutes.
Did you see that letter he sent to that little girl?
I did.
That was cute. John, what did you think about that?
Did you not get my joke before I made about LeBron responding to your letter on Instagram? That was a Steph Curry.
Oh, okay.
I think Trish even brought up that letter
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
5 minutes ago.
100% guarantee I did not.
Somebody did.
I didn't.
Jake and I did.
Okay.
They probably did. I didn't.
All right,
I
well,
didn't even know this was
There were
talking
some
about.
good games yesterday. Anyway, you had OKC versus the Nets. Paul George dropping 25 in the fourth quarter to end with 47 points.
he made that game-winning shot, didn't
his
he?
first
0.3
game
left,
winner
something
of
like
his
that.
career. Did you know that?
Of his career?
Of his
I
career.
remember he
He
took
is-
that one in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Or no, he didn't take that one in the
Up
playoffs.
until
He
that,
was
he
supposed
was
to.
0 for 30 for game-winning shots in his career. So yeah,
That hurts.
congrats, Paul George. You've turned a corner. The Sixers played the Raptors. Jimmy Butler and Kawhi both went off for 38 each. But Kawhi got that team the win with 5 steals. Embiid had a trash game yesterday. Only
You see
like
Embiid
12
get out of the
points.
way of Kawhi dunking the ball on him?
Yeah, and
Embiid made a business decision and just moved.
I mean, look at,
Embiid saw Kawhi get a full head of steam from half court on and just took a step out of the way.
yeah, they really needed milkshake Milton
Trust
on the
the
floor
process,
last night.
boys.
You can see that.
Yeah, those 11 points can be really made up there by Shake Milton. So
They could.
The Nuggets beat the Magic, the Warriors beat the Cavs, the Wizards beat the Hawks, the Thunder beat the Nets, the Raptors beat the Sixers. Raptors stay in first place in the East.
Oh yeah, the Lakers beat the Spurs. LeBron dropped 42.
John, I'm getting there. The Bucks beat the Pistons, the Timberwolves beat the Hornets, the Pelicans beat the Mavericks, the Grizzlies beat the Clippers. The Grizzlies beat the Clippers. The first place Clippers lost.
What have the Celtics been doing?
They're winning tonight 104-90 against the Knicks right now. And the Lakers beat the Spurs.
I'm sure Appa's happy.
Who cares about Appa?
That fake fan.
He is a fake fan.
Of
Yeah.
What team?
The
Celtics.
He's a Celtics fan?
Yeah.
For some reason.
Oh my god.
John, if you're going to talk, point your head towards the mic.
I was talking to you, Trish.
I understand that, but if you're talking to me, how are the people going to hear it if you point your head at me?
That's a good point. Anyway, moving on. The LeBron dropped 42 points. How many free throws did he have? I don't think it matters because he still dropped 42 points while shooting 70%, Trish.
42 out of the 121 points the Lakers got.
You're acting
That's
like that's-
damn amazing.
Okay. I thought he was acting like that was a very small
That's a
amount.
small
No,
amount.
42 points is a lot.
Only a third of the team's points.
John, I was about to ask him how much that is of the team's points. And
That
you
doesn't
went
matter.
and ruined it.
Oh.
Kyle Kuzma had 22. JaVale McGee with a solid 8 points.
Has
Brandon-
Lonzo been doing anything?
Yeah, look at Lonzo Ball.
He had a good dunk yesterday.
14 points.
Ingram had 5
assists,
minutes.
4
4
rebounds.
Did Ingram get injured? He only played 5 minutes.
So they benched him.
He had 5 points in 5 minutes.
Is he coming off the bench?
Ingram, no, he's starting still. I think Kuzma is coming off the bench. Kuzma's coming off the bench.
Oh, you didn't have to say it again.
Yeah.
Well, Kuzma played 39 minutes, John.
Why?
But he's coming off the bench.
I don't know, man. Ingram got injured, so that's probably why.
What? John, you gotta do a little better than that, buddy. Give me you're a Laker fan, aren't you?
Yeah?
Give me
Kind of.
give me your Lakers analysis.
I don't really got much to say about the
They
team.
beat-
The team
Did you
sucks.
watch the game?
I didn't watch this
I
game
hate
at all.
John
the only
so
game,
much.
I watched the Raptors and Sixers, and I
John,
watched the
John,
Nets Thunder.
John,
That's
you have
it.
one job, and it's
Oh, yeah,
basketball.
he did get hurt.
Wait, what did he hurt?
I don't know. I'm looking right now.
Brandon Ingram got hurt last night, so John was right.
John, you had one job. Watch basketball games we're going to talk about.
At least I've watched the basketball game this year, Trish.
That's a good point. No, we watched that one.
Yeah, we watched that one. Beginning of the
There's
season.
only 3 games around
Like
the NBA
25
tonight.
games in the season, guys.
You want to talk toward the mic, or you just and then make more
just
noise
saying
with your water
Ingram
bottle.
for
You're
right now.
incompetent, John. Celtics play the Knicks tonight. They're winning. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 107-95. Trailblazers Suns at 10, and then Jazz Rockets at 10:30. Trailblazers should have the easy win, right?
They're playing the Suns, yeah.
And then Rockets over the
Suns?
Jazz probably.
How's
Yeah.
Dragon Bender doing?
I'd like to see the Jazz win for our buddy Sam.
We're gonna take a look
Shout
here
out to
at
Sam.
one of the most underrated players in the NBA. If you ask our friend Jake.
Who's the other
Ship
guy?
him.
I forgot his name.
Oh, I forgot his name
They
too.
just drafted him.
He's
I'm
the
looking it
first
up.
round pick. Dragon Bender, in his last game, Jake had 4 points and 2 rebounds in 12 minutes.
Wow.
That is also an
Damn.
amazing name.
Phoenix has a dragon on their roster. Let's just take a moment to appreciate that.
Oh my God, John.
Fucking
Wait, why is that?
7-1 dragon.
Wait,
He
what?
said Phoenix has a dragon on their roster.
I understand, but why does that?
I just hate John.
Okay.
Tony hates a lot of things.
Wait, but John, what is the
Basketball.
significance of Phoenix having a dragon?
Eli Okubo.
Eli
Like a-
Okubo, that's right.
Like a mythical dragon.
You got
Trish.
stats? You got some stats on
funny
Eli
because
Okubo?
a phoenix
right now.
is also a mythical creature? Is that the joke you're making right now? Or
I
are
was
you
just-
just simply saying
Jake,
that they have a
Jake,
dragon?
look at this headline
Have
from
a
the
dragon.
LA Times. Basketball hell is where Dragon Bender, once the 4th overall pick in the draft, is in.
I like the way that man looks. He looks like Nathan Boyce if Nathan Boyce
I
was
saw
really
Nathan
tall.
yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah,
Good
Dollar
for
Tree.
him.
We're talking about people nobody else has any idea who they are.
Everyone
that's
who
not true.
listens to
Yeah.
us, let's be honest right
Justin
now,
knows.
exactly what we're talking
Shout out
about.
to Justin Ferrari at Maryland.
Justin Ferrari. Oh, I'd also like to take a second to announce that Too Many Men is going abroad, at least 2/3 of Too Many Men.
Yes,
We are traveling to Toronto, Canada.
first week of January, so watch out for that.
It's going to be a good time.
We're gonna no John Gallietta that week. We're gonna have guest host Zach Riley on.
If our Canadian fans want to leave us a comment, let us know where you're located.
We
can maybe
saw
meet
we
up.
have 2 viewers in Canada, so
We could do a meetup.
This is
What-
for you.
come to Toronto.
Yeah, just meet us in Toronto. 2nd through the 6th. That's when we're going to be there.
Jake, you got any stats on Eli Okubo?
Yeah, they're all right.
They're not good, are they?
6.9 points per game.
How many minutes?
18.9. So,
Yeah.
Field goal percentage, 38.6.
Yeah, it could be better.
He's a filthy free throw shooter.
Yeah, what's his free throw percentage?
92.
Ooh.
Yeah! That's what I'm
See,
talking
that's
about.
how you know he's
love
got
to
that
see it.
superstar potential right
You
there.
love to
Yeah,
see it.
Trish
What's
looks
Shake
only
at-
Milton's
Not the
free
best.
throw?
3-point shooter.
He hasn't taken one yet this year in the NBA.
What about in the G League?
Oh, he's a point guard too. He should be able to shoot better than that.
Yeah, but if he can shoot 92% from the free throw line, that's like half of the battle right there.
Yeah, but a 29.3% 3-point field goal percentage.
That's true.
Not great.
Not great at all.
He's got a cool name though.
Well, we're just gonna look up here at NBA Shake Milton's free throw percentage in the G League this year because that's how interested Trish was in it. And his free throw percentage is 85%.
Oh man.
Come on, Shake.
Was that a real picture?
You're upset with 85%?
Yeah, that's what Shake Milton looks like.
Looked fake.
Wait, scroll up again.
Looked like
Let's
an
see
NBA
that photo.
2K picture.
It could be.
That doesn't look real. That's weird.
What are you kidding? That's the new face of the NBA.
I feel
That
like
is right there.
I think that's more NBA Live.
He averaged 33 minutes a game.
You know why?
G
You know
League.
why he looks like someone from NBA Live?
Why?
Oh,
Because he was designed by the basketball gods to be
That
this
doesn't
guy.
make any sense.
Does.
no. Trish is... Jesus
This
Christ.
just
makes
in,
perfect
Shake
sense.
Milton is Wilt Chamberlain's illegitimate son.
John, you reporting that?
John,
Is that a report from
you can't
John?
just make
John,
a bunch of
you
random
reporting that?
accusations.
Wojnarowski just tweeted it, guys.
Really? He wouldn't name drop the people at WFAN. He's out here saying Waj is tweeting that Shake Milton is Wilt Chamberlain's illegitimate child. Right. Where are your priorities? As a journalism major, where are your priorities?
You're asking about my priorities when we just spent like 20 minutes debating about if LeBron was a good player because he can't
That's a
shoot
good
free
point.
throws.
All right, let's transition away from the NBA and get to the National Hockey League. Just give you a quick whip around of the scores.
This ought to be good.
Red Wings beat the Maple Leafs today in overtime 5-4. The Penguins beat the Islanders 6-2. Blue Jackets beat the Flyers 4-3 in overtime. Avalanche defeated the Panthers 5-2. Lightning beat the Bruins 3-2. Canadians beat the Senators 5-2. I feel like every time we do this, the Canadians are playing the friggin' Senators.
Seems like. But this should be their last game against them. right?
Flames, no, they're in the same division. They play like 5 games.
Oh.
Flames are beating the Wild 1-0 in the second period. The Coyotes are beating the Capitals 2-1 in the second period. Golden Knights are beating the Blackhawks 1-0 in the first period. Predators and Canucks are tied 3 minutes into the first period, and the Devils play the Kings tonight at 10:30.
Devils are going to win.
I hope so. That team is bad. But, alright, now let's get to the main reason why Jake's here. A slew of moves around Major League
Yes.
Baseball over the last week.
A good amount. Some pretty big ones too.
Let's start it off with Patrick Corbin.
6 years, 140 million.
That's...
I don't like it.
You don't like it.
No.
What about it don't you like?
That was the only good year of his career. He's had one good year. Nobody
lot
should be
of
paying
money.
him that much money.
It is a lot.
It's a stupid amount of money. How much of that is guaranteed?
That I'm not sure about.
Does the MLB do guaranteed contracts like that?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah, I think it's the MLB and the NBA do guaranteed contracts. And then the NFL and the NHL don't.
The
Right?
NFL does, and the NHL,
The NFL
does.
does?
Too. Yes.
There's like partial guarantees though. Like
Yeah.
in NFL, it's never like fully.
Well, they do sometimes. Kirk Cousins' whole contract was fully guaranteed.
Oh yeah, the Redskins are screwed because Alex Smith, he had no injury. He had like an injury clause, so we still get.
You hear he has an infection now in his leg
Yeah.
from the surgery.
He's not doing.
Yeah, it might be
good.
career. It might be career threatening.
Is he going to die?
And to be like
Nah.
he's really never had that good of a season. And to be honest, last season wasn't even that good.
He had 3.15 ERA.
3-1-5. He was 11-7. I mean, the record doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But
I mean, over his
Is-
career, he has a 3.91.
yeah, but I give it. His whip was very good.
What does WHIP stand for?
Walks, hits, per innings pitched.
Okay.
So 1.050 is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, he did have a good year. We'll give him that. But if you look at his past years, I mean, the year before he was 14-13 with a 4.03 ERA. Like, that's not great.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
100.
think that's worth that much money.
Well, what were the other pitchers on the market? The starting pitchers on the market.
You got Dallas Keuchel, Nathan Eovaldi, who just went today.
John, what was so funny?
No, did you see what just happened in the game?
Titans just scored.
Derrick Henry just scored another touchdown.
Yeah, that was no Xavier.
Shut
Henry,
up.
remember everyone.
J.A. Happ, or J. Happ.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Whatever you
Kyle
wanna say.
Sears.
Well, then,
That's pretty much it. Those are the only starting.
in your
pitchers.
mind, who was the best starting pitcher of this class of free agents?
I mean, biased. goes to Eovaldi, but
Yeah, he's a Red Sox fan.
But no, it probably was Patrick Corbin, but I don't think the starting pitching market was that good.
I don't think you should give $143 million to somebody if they've had one good year.
Well, we see it every year with like every sport. If there's a poor class of free agents, the top guy will always get that insane amount of money he doesn't deserve.
I mean, if he continues to put up numbers like that,
it should pay off in the long run.
It should. And now the Nationals have easily one of the best rotations.
He's 29 years old, so he's got some time there to make good on the contract. And
now they got Scherzer, Strasburg, and him.
That's solid top 3 in the rotation. Now we'll move to the James Paxton trade. As a Red Sox fan, what do you think here?
Well, I mean, the Red Sox shelled James Paxton last year. So
they did.
It doesn't worry me too much. He's been in the league for 7 years. Only 2 of those 7 years he was there the entire year.
Yeah.
With no injury. So he's very injury.
He's injury prone.
I mean, last year he wasn't even like. I mean, he was good. He's not an ace. I don't think he's an ace.
I don't think the Yankees are bringing him in to fulfill the position.
No, he's not going to be an ace, but 11-6 last year. Like, his innings pitched, last year was the most innings he's ever pitched. He was 160. He got hurt last year.
What was his ERA?
3.76.
I think
no hitter, but
I think the big piece of this trade that a lot of people are overlooking, well, maybe not overlooking, but it really gets overshadowed and James Paxton got traded, is that the Yankees moved Justice Sheffield.
Yeah, their number 1 pitching prospect.
Exactly. Is that something? I guess the Yankees were willing to do it, but they were so hell bent on not moving him early on in the offseason and early on in the season. Like they made a point saying they weren't going to trade Justice Sheffield, and here it is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think they're looking at a win now mentality.
Yeah.
Justice Sheffield has electric stuff, but command issues.
Yeah.
So that's going to take them some.
How many years away do you think Sheffield is being able to be a major league pitcher?
2, 3 maybe.
Yankees just didn't want to wait for it.
No, they don't have time for that.
Yeah. They wanted it now.
Well,
they have to do it now.
Yeah, they've been.
Who do you think comes out on top with this trade?
It's tough because, I mean,
Seattle's obviously looking to build for the future now.
Yeah, Seattle's getting rid of everybody. Mm-hmm. They're all gone, and I just
we're going to talk about Robinson Cano here in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it can go either way because Justice Sheffield is a toss-up. You don't know how he's going to do.
Yeah,
James Paxton's already proved himself, so the Yankees know what they got. The Mariners don't.
I think in the long run of the trade, it's going to be pretty far and away, unless the Yankees can win a World Series with him. Far and away, it's going to be the Mariners won this trade.
And Eric Swanson's pretty good too.
Yeah.
The other guy, I'm not too sure about. Don Thompson Williams.
Let's keep it in the NL East because that seems to be the teams making the bulk of the moves this week. And we got the Mets trading for Robinson Cano and Edwin Diaz.
I like this trade.
For who? The Mets?
The Mets.
Yeah.
A lot, to be honest.
I forgot John's a Met fan.
Yeah.
Robinson Cano, he's old. He's still putting up good numbers though.
Yeah.
He's still hitting for average. He's still got that power, and he's still a good fielder.
He's 36. Now, they want him to be an everyday second baseman.
He's going to.
Yeah.
They're going to try Jeff McNeil in a different spot. But the good thing is that the Mariners ate some of that contract up.
Yeah, that's a big plus for the Mets.
And Edwin Diaz is the best closer in the league.
Mm-hmm. So you believe the Mets won this trade too? Who'd they give up?
I mean, the big one in there is Jared Kelenic, their first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
From a year ago.
Well, you can see here that the Mariners are just storing prospects at this point.
Yeah, and Justin Dunn's a pretty good pitcher too, and Swarzak. But Jay Bruce was good to get rid of.
Well,
there was no need for him.
I saw it, I think, about a week before this trade came up. The Mariners were hell-bent on moving him. They were calling teams around the league just trying to get Cano out of Seattle.
They want nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
They owe him way too much money. And they got what they wanted. They don't have to pay that whole contract.
We might be the same scenario here we saw with Corbin. I know 2 different positions, but that free agent class, when the Mariners went out and got him and overpaid for him, it just might have been because he was the top guy in that free agent class. It might be the same exact scenario, but it's completely different with a hitter and a pitcher because
I mean, he
pitcher
was also
usually
younger than
demand more money.
The contract was way too long.
What was the length on it?
10
years. Yeah.
Way too long. For a 30, he was 32 when they signed him.
Yeah, that's
What do you think he's going to play till he's 42 and keep that same?
Being able to produce at that level, it rarely happens.
And I think the Mets are going for the same thing as the Yankees right now, a win now mentality. And it's a good time to do it because, I mean, that division is good. It's going to be one of the best divisions in baseball. It's going to be the best division in the National League.
That's fair.
But if you look at the Braves and the Phillies, they're good, but they're not like they're not like a powerhouse. They're still coming up. They got young talent. They can go either way. I mean, you saw the Phillies last year. They were in first place for most of the year, and then they finished under 500.
Do you think this was a little too much of a price to pay for the Mets, or is this kind of fine?
What the Mets gave up?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty good. Jared Kelenic, that's the big piece of it.
Yeah. Well, this is a move to a win now mentality for the Mets.
Diaz is what they needed. They needed a guy to come in after DeGrom and Syndergaard, because that's what happened last year. DeGrom would go 8 innings.
But do you think the New York Mets have enough to justify their win now attitude?
Not yet.
Still it's gonna be a few more pieces.
Mm-hmm.
They said it too.
Yeah.
This isn't their last move.
I heard they're gonna make a run for Bryce Harper.
I don't think they are.
No.
I think they're.
John with some expert insight there.
I've heard many rumors that they are looking at Kluber, the trade, which would be ridiculous. That would be by far the best staff in baseball.
Well, John brought it up. I'm gonna ask you about it. Bryce Harper.
Cardinals.
Cardinals?
Cardinals or Phillies. Actually, no, probably not the Cardinals.
He turned down a massive contract from the Nats.
There's no point in going back to the Nats.
Well, what if nobody else offers him that kind of money?
He'll get that money.
I'm just saying, what the situation is, nobody else gives him that kind of money in that tenure. Does he go back to the Nationals? Or does he think, or has he burnt that bridge already and he can't go back?
No, they'd take him back. It'd be for less money because they just signed Corbin.
Yeah.
But
last move in the NL East here, we got the Phillies acquiring Gene Segura from the Mariners.
That's a very good move. He was an all-star last year. He was a final vote guy.
This is going to be a really tough division next year because you have 4 teams and the Marlins.
Yep.
But those 4 teams can really win on any given night.
Oh, yeah.
So, what do you think is going to happen in the NL East next season?
Like predictions-wise?
Yeah, give me a prediction. I think we can both say that the Marlins going to be 5.
Yep.
Give me your 1 through 4.
Let's start with 4. I'm going to give it to the Nationals.
So you got the Nats at 4. Even if they re-sign Bryce Harper?
Yeah.
Still at 4?
I don't like their chances, to be honest. The other 3 teams are going to be too good. I believe in the Mets. I think it's going to work. I think the Mets are going to get the wild card. I think Philly's coming in 3rd, and the Braves are going to win it again.
I want to ask you quickly about the Marlins here. Let's say you're in this division and you see teams around you making moves like this. Does that pressure you to feel like you have to make a move? No. Or you still...
It doesn't matter what moves they make, they're not winning.
Yeah.
They know that. They don't have anything.
Well, I think they're trying to build for the future.
Yeah, they haven't done anything yet this offseason.
And when they moved Stanton and Yelich, it was all moves toward the future. Yeah. Yep. And they're going to try to build the team, I guess, the same way the Braves have. I guess that's the model they're trying to follow. Yeah. How many years away do you think they are?
The Marlins?
They could be a bad team for a few more years
5.
here.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Marlins, so you got to put that into perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time the Marlins were good?
They really haven't been that relevant since they won their last World Series.
They really haven't.
Since they botched the whole Stanton situation, giving them that much money and then just moving them. And
yeah.
The last move we're going to talk about with you is the Paul Goldschmidt deal. Clear winner here? St. Louis? Yeah.
I mean, no, it was a smart move by the Diamondbacks because
they're probably going to lose him anyway. When is he a free agent?
He's got 1 year left on his contract.
They were probably going to lose him anyway.
Let's say that they're not going to win it this year.
Derrick Henry has another touchdown. Is that 4?
It was 3 last time. I mean, he had 2 last time I checked.
Then this is 3.
So Arizona's not going to win it this year. let's say they kept him. They don't win it. What are the odds that he wants to resign there?
Yeah.
So they made the right move by getting rid of him. Now they can get something for him.
So this could have been. This is definitely a smart trade for the Diamondbacks. I think the expectation there was they were going to lose Goldschmidt. Now for the Cardinals, will they be able to keep him? Or there's a lot of that.
I think it just depends on how the season goes.
Exactly. They made a run toward the end of last season last year, but it wasn't enough to catch a wild card spot.
That's going to be another good division. Cubs, Brewers, and Cardinals.
Who do you think pulls out that division?
I mean, the Cubs are on a downfall. I think they're just regressing.
It seems to have gone a little downhill since the World Series.
I mean, it's either the Brewers or the Cardinals. To be honest, might have to give it to the Cardinals
You might see that game 163 scenario you play for it.
again.
Yeah. So you say it's going to come down between the Brewers. You don't even give a shot to the Cubs here? Not even to sneak in as a wild card?
No, they might get a wild card. I mean, no, actually, I mean, I think the NL is going to be way better than it was this year.
It was obviously the weaker of the two leagues.
Yeah, the NL was not even close to the American.
One last baseball question here. Manny Machado, what's going to happen? Where's he going to go?
I mean, either him or Harper's going to the Phillies. One of them's going there.
You think the Phillies going to be able to land at least one of them?
Uh-huh.
What about both?
No.
No?
I don't even think that's a smart move, to be honest.
Well, what teams really need Machado?
The Yankees?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to sign him, though.
I don't think they are either. I could see him
It's
going...
not what they need. They need pitching.
I think where he ends up is going to be a team where he's not going to be able to win this year. Because his stock has kind of fell here, opening up free agency.
Yep, that playoff performance was not great.
Yeah. It was a situation where Machado thought a playoff run could only help his stock.
It didn't. It hurt.
Yeah, now it hurt
It
it.
definitely hurt it.
So that's going to conclude episode 4.
We didn't do any hot takes.
That's what we're going to conclude it with.
Yep.
I just want to point out real quick, the Titans are now up 30-2 with 5 minutes and 30
Where's
seconds
Blake
left.
Bortles? Where is he? I know he's got to be coming out here soon.
In the third, John. 5 minutes 30 in the third.
I know. This doesn't look good for your prediction about the Jaguars, Tony.
Yeah, I understand. Jake, we end the show with a hot take. Give us a hot take.
Any hot take?
Any hot take.
Hot take.
Brandon Nimmo, NL MVP.
Ooh.
Oof.
John?
Blake Bortles will come in. And
That was my hot take on Tuesday. You can't copy it. John.
Come back to me. Tony, you go first.
Trish, you got a hot take?
John Hines is going to be fired before the end of the year.
Coach of the
Calendar
Devils
year.
before the end of the calendar year. So before
Calendar year. He's going to be fired before the end of
Devils
December.
have a game on New Year's Eve. Could be fired in that post game.
I think he's fired before that, to be
What's the
honest.
Devils' record?
Right now, they started off 4-0. Ever
Now they're
since
9,
then,
12, and
it's
5.
just been steadily
It's been
falling.
a free fall.
He's lost all respect of all his players. He sat our MVP last year, Taylor Hall, for the majority of last game. He played something like 5 minutes in the second and like 2 minutes in the third. It was just, he's not doing the right moves. He's not practicing the right way. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the players just don't like him or if he's just not able to coach on the level he's trying to coach at, but it's very obvious that it's a coaching problem and he needs to get out of there, and they need to put someone who knows what they're doing in.
My hot take is the Sanchez throws for 300 yards and they still lose. John,
Wow.
you got one yet?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Ryan Shazier.
Shazier,
whatever the fuck. He's going to come back in about a year or so. I don't know if you saw that video of him deadlifting today, but it really is kind of impressive to see the progress that guy's made going from...
That was a terrible injury last
know.
year.
25 going from 25% chance of never being able to walk again to what he's doing. It's impressive, and the guy doesn't seem like he's going to stop, so... Yeah, I think he'll eventually make a comeback.
We want to thank Jake for his time here today. We're going to bring him in later on in the series. If there's any more baseball news, we want to get him here definitely at the beginning of the baseball season. John, I'm actually going to let you say goodbye to the audience this time. I'm not going to cut you off halfway through it.
All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and have a good night.
See, I didn't lie.
He did.